The iPhone 8 and Pixel 2 belong in the upper ranks of any best phone list. They're some of the fastest, most comfortable phones are made to hold in the hand. And they have nearly every feature you could want in a handset. But no phone is perfect, and buying either one means you're trading off some features to gain some others. Let's see which one's right for you. Now playing Watch This iPhone 8 vs. Pixel 2, which is right for you. Design same ole, no surprises here. Both the iPhone 8 and Pixel 2 look a lot like last year's models. But the iPhone 8 does looks generally sleeker with its all-glass back. Meanwhile, the Pixel 2 has a plastic-coated aluminum body, which isn't as attractive. But it does make it less likely to shatter or crack if dropped. The Pixel 2 left and iPhone 8 right. Josh Miller CNET. The iPhone 8 has a 4.7-inch screen, while Pixel 2's screen spans 5 inches. Both are pocketable and easy to hold, but I prefer the Pixel 2's slightly larger screen and sharper resolution. It also doesn't exhibit any of the screen issues found in the larger Pixel 2 XL, as it uses different screen technology. Both the iPhone 8 and Pixel 2 are water-resistant, which is great for extra protection. But neither phone has headphone jacks, and you'll need to use wireless headphones or a dongle to listen to music. I realize we're moving into a brave new no-headphone jack world, but this is still a deal-breaker for some, camera bokeh for one, low light for the other. Long story short, the iPhone 8 is great for low-light shots. But the Pixel 2 is fantastic for fast-taking portrait photos. Both have fantastic 12-megapixel single-lens rear cameras that use optical image stabilization for steadier shots and video. They also capture slow-motion video and fun Giphy photos too, known as live photos. iPhone 8 Emotion Photos. Pixel 2. Testing the Pixel 2's standout camera. But Google outfitted both the Pixel 2 and its Pixel 2 XL with the same top-notch camera and features. Apple, on the other hand, reserved its better camera tools, including a dual camera and portrait lighting tools, in beta for its iPhone 8 Plus and iPhone X. As for the iPhone 8 and Pixel 2, only the latter has built-in features to take dramatic, bokeh-style portrait photos. They don't always come out perfect, but it works surprisingly well for a single-lens camera, and it's an enjoyable feature to have. The Pixel 2 can also do it on the front-facing camera, albeit not as well as the rear. At the same time, I liked how easy the iPhone 8's camera is to use, and how much better it handled low-light photography than the Pixel 2. Both cameras were able to brighten up dimly lit environments just fine, and in fact, other CNET editors preferred the Pixel 2 more, but I thought the iPhone 8's color management was more realistic. Its images showed less digital artifacts and noise. Read more. Performance processor and battery. The iPhone 8 has an A11 Bionic processor from Apple, while the Pixel 2 has Snapdragon 835 chipset from Qualcomm. When I ran benchmark tests, including Antutu, 3D Mark and Geekbench 4, the iPhone 8 consistently beat out the Pixel 2. That doesn't mean the Pixel 2 is a slouch at all. For everyday tasks such as launching the camera, scrolling through web pages and pecking out messages on the keyboard, I didn't notice a difference between the two at all. But when it comes down to the numbers, the iPhone 8 wins it. During our battery test for continuous video playback on airplane mode, the iPhone lasted 14 hours and 12 minutes. It also has wireless charging. In the same test, the Pixel 2 didn't last as long, clocking in 13 hours and 28 minutes. Features, interface and software. A large part of what phone you'll buy depends on the ecosystem you're comfortable with. Apple's iPhone 8 runs iOS 11 and has the digital voice assistant Siri. iOS also features syncing iMessages across devices, a stronghold feature that iOS users love, and Apple Pay too. The Pixel 2 runs Android Oreo with a superior Google Assistant. The Pixel also has Google Lens, which calls up information about the world around you using the Camera and Photos app. It's especially handy when you want to find out more about what's in front of you, but it won't be exclusive the Pixel 2 forever, as it will roll out to other Android phones later. Digital voice assistants Siri left and Google Assistant. Josh Miller CNET. Value more memory and money. If you're interested in getting a 64GB phone, the Pixel 2 is better value, starting out at about £50.70 cheaper than the iPhone 8. Unfortunately, in Australia, both phones have the same $1,079 starting price. In the end, that means you'll be able to keep a bit more dough in your wallet for the first year storage amount. But when it comes to the higher tiered memory option, you'll actually get more bang for your buck with the iPhone 8 as far as memory is concerned. With 128GB on the Pixel 2, you'll have to cough up $749, £729 or $1,229. Meanwhile, you'll pay $849, £849 or $1,329 for the 256GB iPhone 8. That may be more expensive, but in terms of cost per gigabyte, the iPhone 8 works out better. Apple iPhone 8, Google Pixel 2 price off contract USD $699, 64 gigabytes, $849, 256 gigabytes, $649, 64 gigabytes, $749, 128 gigabytes price GBP £699, 64 gigabytes, £849, 256 gigabytes, £629, 64 gigabytes, £729, 128 gigabytes price AUD $1,079, 64 gigabytes, $1,329, 256 gigabytes, $1,079, 64 gigabytes, $1,229, 128 gigabytes. Which one's right for you? If you're not deeply integrated in the Apple ecosystem, I'd personally go with the Pixel 2. True, the iPhone 8 looks more elegant, and has a more user-friendly interface. It also has a faster processor on paper and a slightly longer-lasting battery. In the end, I prefer the Pixel 2. Josh Miller CNET, but I prefer the Pixel's sharper screen and I really do enjoy using the camera's bokeh mode. Though it doesn't work as smoothly as the iPhone 8's bigger brother, the iPhone 8 Plus, it's nice to have it at all, which is more than you'll get from the iPhone 8. Apple iPhone 8 Google Pixel 2 display size, resolution 4.7-inch 1334 by 750 pixels, 5-inch 1920 by 1080 pixels, pixel density 326 pixels per inch, 441 pixels per inch, dimensions inches 5.45 x 2.65 x 0.29 in 5.7 x 2.7 x 0.3 in dimensions millimeters 138.4 x 67 3 by 7.3 millimeters 145.7 x 69 7 by 7.8 millimeters weight ounces grams 5.22 ounces 148 grams 5.04 ounces 143 grams mobile software iOS 11 Android 8 Oreo camera 12 megapixel front facing camera 7 megapixel 8 megapixel video capture 4K processor Apple A11 Bionic octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 storage 64 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes RAM, 2 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes expandable storage, none battery 1821 mAh. Apple doesn't confirm this. 2700 mAh fingerprint sensor, home button, touch ID, back cover, connector, lightning, USB-C, headphone jack, no special features, water resistant IP67, wireless Qi charge compatible, water resistant IP67, unlimited cloud storage, Google Lens.